Okay, I wanted to make this video to illustrate a concept that I think I'm just sort of is starting to make sense to me, um, and I think it's a good one. I'll show you the hand. I open queens. I get 3-bet by a somewhat active player. I didn't have like a really good read on him just yet. If I had really known that this was a guy that was like for sure going for it with the 3-bets, I would just 4-bet stack this. Didn't feel quite comfortable enough doing that. I probably should err on the side of just stacking it. I'm pretty sure that's what the upswing ranges would recommend to do. I mean, maybe I can even just 4-bet fold it. No, I shouldn't do that. Yeah, but against this guy, I just didn't feel quite comfortable enough. Generally speaking, though, I'm not really talking much about pre-flop here, talking more about the flop. So the flop's ace high, and we face a bet. What I did for a very long time in this type of situation was just be like, okay, well, I have 1.5 pair. I have a pair between first and second pair. Almost always that means you have to call one. But when you really look at how the ranges break down on an ace high board, you don't. Because, all right, this is the range I extrapolated for this guy. Basically early position versus early position 3-bet range. I gave him this, which I think is pretty reasonable. You'd have to be pretty aggressive to have too many more bluffs than these sort of occasional ones. And even this is, I think this is on the wider side for your average, somewhat reggy American player. And our range, I'll undo the filters here. I think this is our range. Half the time we'll 4-bet ace, king, and queens. Half the time we call. We call all these hands, and these are our optional calls normally. I would call these against this guy. The 3-bet was kind of small too. So this is my range to have called here. A lot of our range is weak pairs, to be fair. A lot of it is this, like not even queens here. So queens is kind of high up in our range, but when you look at it, when I put this into Equilab and just do range versus range, pre-flop we're cool. We're not in great shape, but we're okay. We're definitely getting proper equity to defend with this range. It's not too low. On this flop, we're fucked. We are fucked. His range is so much more heavily weighted towards ace X than ours. It's just such an absolutely terrible board for us. When you take actual queen, which you would think would have like decent equity here, not even 18%. Not even 18%. So we can overfold to this. It's like, it sucks to fold a hand that's sort of in the middle towards almost the top half of your range. But we're so equity fucked that you can overfold when you're just in this disastrous equity situation. One thing that interested me is, look at this. If you put in king, queen of hearts here, this doesn't even have a backdoor flush draw. This is just a gut shot, just a pure gut shot. Has way more equity than queens here, way more. So we can call, and Jack 10 has the middle pair though. Again, I'll put in hearts here. So we don't have, even without a backdoor flush draw, when you give us the backdoor flush draw, it just gets even better. So we can call those hands. We can call the Jack X because we have outs to 2 pair. We can call the gut shots. Did I drop something here? Oh, it's because I ticked ace king. I'll untick that. All right. Yeah, so when we continue here, when we continue with that range, that's still half our range. We're not like massively under defending. Obviously against, he ended up c-betting, what, like 60% pot. So we probably are supposed to defend like 60, I don't know, 60-ish, maybe 63% of our range or so. But 50 isn't that far off. It's not that far off. We're not really over defending by that much. And look at the equity we have. Even if he has ace king, if this guy has top, our range still has 36% equity when we defend this. Because we flat the jacks and the ace jack. So on a lot of turns, we can check raise. So we'll check raise basically anything except the full rainbow. We check raise our value and then whatever hits on the turn. So yeah, we'll have, I mean, on any random turn, let's lock the flop. That's a particularly shitty example because he can have ace 5 and we can't. But let's try another one. Okay, the 7. That's a good one. On this 7 turn, then we have 5 combos of sets and 2 pair here that we now check raise. And we check raise both of our flush draws. And we have king queen of hearts too, right? How did king queen of hearts? I don't know. Oh yeah, because I put this in. But yeah, so we have this and we have natural bluffs on the turn. So it just sets up our range so well. But what I'm really trying to say is because of this, you don't need to call the flop with queens here. You can just fold. And I'm proud of myself. Oh, fuck. No, I called one. God damn it. What ended up happening? Oh, that brutal turn came and check. Oh, I should have overbet jammed. Oh, especially with the fucking queen of diamonds. Oh, man, I should have overbet jammed the river. Oh, that was so weak. Nah, just let go on the flop. Don't be like me. Let go on the flop.